All right. Next guest gameplay coming up. Going to be playing Super Jeopardy on the SVGA DOS with Rubria. You got Liz, Arnold, and Pat. Hey, these are the categories. Sudden Death, Unreal Estate, Thanksgiving, Wind Words, the 60s, and Streisand films. I've had some of these categories before. These are good categories. Why don't we keep them? And we'll start with Streisand films for 100. No, for 200, excuse me. According to this film's title, it's When You Can See Forever. What's on a clear day? Streisand films for 400. Her co-star in What's Up, Doc? And the main event. Who was Ryan O'Neal? Streisand films for 600. This film's evergreen earned Barbara a composing Oscar. What is A Star Is Born? Streisand films for 800, please. The only film she made a sequel to. What is Funny Girl? Streisand films for 1,000. Barbara wanted Mandy, who wanted Amy, who wanted Barbara in this film. What is Yentl? Okay, let's do Thanksgiving for 200, please. Though it's been moved, it's still revered as the Pilgrim's landing spot. What is Plymouth Rock? Thanksgiving for 4. A favorite movie Munch introduced to the Pilgrims by the Indians. What's Popcorn? Thanksgiving for 6. Though not a pilgrim, he organized their militia and was written up by Longfellow. Who was Miles Standish? $800. It was the first agreement of self-government ever in effect in America. What's the Mayflower Compact? Thanksgiving for 1,000. In America, the Pilgrims met this Indian who once lived in England. Who's Squanto? Okay, Windwards for 200. It's also called the trachea. What is the windpipe? Windwards for 4.
Score 100 points.
This knot is usually wider than the 4 in hand. What is a Windsor?
Correct.
Windwards for 6.
Score 600 points.
The tractor that conveys the Saturn rockets at Cape Canaveral has the largest set of these squeegees. What are windshield wipers?
Correct.
Windwards for 800.
Score 800 points.
President Carter proposed that oil companies pay taxes on these. What are windfall profits?
Correct.
Windwards for 1,000.
Score 1,000 points.
The British call them wind cheaters. What are windbreakers?
Correct.
Sudden death for 200.
Score 200 points.
Sailors, not monkeys, fear this watery place. What is Davy Jones's locker?
Correct.
Sudden death for 4.
Score 400 points.
Their Book of the Dead had hints for passing the tests of Osiris, the god of the underworld. Who were the Egyptians?
Correct.
Sudden death for 600.
Score 600 points.
Appropriate personification of death that came to take Cyrus McCormick in 1884. What is Grim Reaper?
Correct.
Sudden death for 8.
Score 800 points.
Well-named newspaper office where reporters would find file information for an obituary. What is morgue?
Correct.
Sudden death for 1,000.
1,000 points.
The death of this pair was just the beginning of their life with Topper. Liz says George and Marion Kirby.
Correct.
And that's correct. Where are we going? The 60s for 200.
Points.
In 1962, he broke Ty Cobb's record. 104 bases, stealing 104 bases in all. Maury Wills.
Correct.
60s for 400. In 1960, the Pope met with the Archbishop of this city for the first time since 1534. What is Canterbury?
Correct.
60s for 6.
Score 600 points. It's a daily double.
Oh, daily double. I'm going to wager 600. In 1965, Wham-O filed a patent on this plastic projectile. What is the Frisbee?
Correct.
Kaboom! Let's try 60s for $1,000.
1,000 points.
In 1968, this children's classic interrupted the telecast of a Raiders comeback. What is Heidi?
Correct.
60s for 8.
Score 800 points.
The leader who proved his good health by swimming the Yanks River in 1966. Mao Zedong.
Correct.
on real estate for 200. Plato placed his lost continent in the ocean west of Gibraltar. What is Atlantis? On real estate for 4.
100 points.
Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, hero who watered the only rose on asteroid B612. Who is the little prince? On real estate for 6.
600 points.
Legendary city of gold described by Voltaire in Candide. What is El Dorado? There we go. Got it just in time. On real estate for 8.
100 points.
The term for a wild uproar, it's also the capital of Hell in Paradise Lost. What is pandemonium? On real estate for 1,000. Last clue. This C.S. Lewis magical land was sometimes reached through an opening behind wild coats hung in a wardrobe. What is Narnia? Kaboom! Double Jeopardy time. Rock and roll, the planets, celebrity trivia, inwards, geology, medicine. I think these are good categories. I'll choose inwards for 500. Baseball, billiard, crickets, and croquet games are divided into them. What are innings? Inwards for 1,000. Prison people. What are inmates? Inwards for 15. Meaning something you can't do without. What is indispensable? Inwards for 2,000. Extreme economic expansion. What is inflation? Inwards for 2,500. What some do before they diet. What is indulge? I'll try geology for 500. The star of India is this type of precious stone. What is sapphire? Oh, accept my answer. Okay, even though I forgot to put the E. That's all right. Geology for 1,000. The mouth of the Mississippi or Helen Reddy Dawn. What is delta? Geology for 15. Wager everything. Roman geologist Pliny the Elder died while observing this volcano erupting. What is Mount Vesuvius? Geology for 2,000, please.
2,000 points.
Earth's atmospheric layer, which lies between the troposphere and the mesosphere. What is the stratosphere?
Correct.
Take geology for 2,500, please.
2,500 points.
Rainwash, wind, action, and differential weathering formed this South Dakota area. Badlands,
Correct.
Medicine for 500.
Points.
If you're lacking sufficient hormones for body growth, you can't blame it on this master gland. What is the pituitary?
Correct.
Medicine for 1,000.
For 1,000 points.
A hiatal hernia occurs when part of this organ protrudes through the diaphragm. What's the stomach?
Correct.
Medicine for 15.
For 1,500 points.
Deposits and withdrawals from this bank consist of white and red cells. What's a blood bank?
Correct.
Medicine for 2,000.
For 2,000 points.
Named for an outbreak of disease slightly less severe than a pandemic. What is an epidemic?
Correct.
Medicine for 25.
For 2,500 points.
A minor inflammation, also a word for impetuous. What is a rash?
Correct.
Planets for 5.
500 points.
Its day lasts 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.09 seconds. What is Earth?
Correct.
Planets for 1,000.
For 1,000 points.
It's often called our planet's twin. What is Venus?
Correct.
Planets for 15.
For 1,500 points.
Averaging 30 miles a second on its orbit, it's a very fast planet. What is Mercury?
Correct.
Planets for 15. No, planets for 2,000.
For 2,000 points.
In a 1964 Christmas film, Pia Zadora played Germar, a kid from this planet. What is Mars?
Correct.
Planets for 25.
For 2,500 points.
Only for a 20-year period every 248 years is this planet closer to the sun than Neptune. What is Pluto?
Correct.
Kaboom! Rock and roll for 500.
For 500 points.
This world follows Righteous, Doobie, and Everly. What are brothers?
Correct.
Rock and roll for 1,000.
For 1,000 points.
He wrote Peter and Gordon's hit World Without Love with Paul McCartney. Who's John Lennon?
Correct.
Rock and roll for 15.
For 1,500 points.
This Bill Haley classic has sold over 20 million singles. What is Rock Around the Clock. Rock and Roll for 2,000. Rob Royer, David Gates, and James Griffin made a lot of dough as this 70s group. What is bread? Rock and Roll for 25. She liked to spend midnight at the Oasis. Who is Maria Muldaur? Celebrity Trivia for 500. When he was top in his class and later president, his brother Billy was a high school dropout. May he rest in peace. Who is Jimmy Carter? Celebrity Trivia for 1,000. ABC interviewer who in a 1971 article described Richard Nixon as rather sexy. Who is May she rest in peace as well. Who is Barbara Walters? Celebrity Trivia for 15. Actor originally turned down by the American Negro Theater because of a thick West Indian accent. Who's Sidney Poitier? Celebrity Trivia for 2,000. Late Polish-Italian pianist whose first names were Rudolph Valentino. Who's Liberace? And now the last clue. A University of California engineering degree prepared this cartoonist for his way out inventions. Who's Rube Goldberg? There we go. Final Jeopardy time. U.S. cities is category for Final Jeopardy. I'm going to wager 18,000. Ice cream cones and iced tea were both introduced at this Missouri's 1904 World Fair. What is St. Louis? I'll put Rubria at $100,000 if she's right. Oh, Arnold didn't get it. Let's see. Pat got it right, goes up to 400. Liz got it right and goes up to 2,000. Arnold got it wrong, so he's going to lose all his money. Whereas Rubria wins the game with $100,000. And I'll see you all for my next guest gameplay, guys.